Welcome to the second week in our lockdown series, Worldview 101. This week we're asking the question, how can I know what is true? It can be so hard to know what is true in our modern world. Is butter good for you? Why would anybody willingly go for a jog? Which political views are right? Is Shellharbour in lockdown? We got there eventually. Is Toby Flenderson the Scranton Strangler? Sometimes we ask bigger questions like, who am I? Why do I matter? Now, you might hear some people tell you that there's actually no true answer to these things. Everyone makes their own truth. It's all subjective. Your truth is whatever you think it is. But I would respond to that, oh really? Is what you just said true for everyone? If we're being honest, we all believe there are some things that are true for everyone. Like racism is wrong, all people are valuable, and chocolate is the most important food group. So when we want to know what is true, how? How do we know that? A guy named John Wesley made a tool called Wesley's Quadrilateral, and it breaks down 4 key ways that within a Christian worldview, God has chosen to reveal truth. The first one is something that you might think is obvious within a Christian worldview, and that is revelation. We can know truth through the Bible, through what God speaks, through what God says to us. So if we were to consider the question, who am I? We can know who we are by reading scripture or by things that we feel God speaks to us about our identity. The second one is experience. Experience is a way of knowing truth. The things we experience with our senses show us what is real. Every time we kick our toe on the coffee table, we experience the truth that that coffee table is there. If we were to ask the question, who am I? Through experience, we can discover what we're good at and what we enjoy. The third way within a Christian worldview that we can know truth is through reason. God has given us minds that can think and reason. We can work out if things make sense or don't make sense. Things like math and philosophy and all these sorts of things. When asking, who am I? We can discover things through our reason, through things like personality tests, where we can consider who we are and who God has made us to be. The fourth way that we can know truth is through what is kind of broadly called tradition. Within this, we can know truth from other people, from books, from podcasts, from lots of different things. When we ask the question, who am I? We can discover who we are through reading great books, through identifying with characters in stories that we hear, and most importantly, by having people speak into our life. Now, when we look at these 4 ways of knowing truth, we can look at revelation, we can look at experience, reason, and tradition. Each of us will tend to gravitate to one over the other. We tend to put more weight on one than the other. But to be a better student of truth, we need to focus on learning from all 4. Our experience, our reason, even other people can lie to us. Maybe somebody told you that you were worthless or that you were secretly a lizard person. And that is a lie that you can discover by seeking out revelation through scripture. But our understanding of scripture can become more real and more personal to us through experiencing and knowing truth through other ways. Scripture isn't necessarily going to tell you what your personality is. Jesus said in John 14 verse 6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Pursuit of truth in any field is ultimately pursuit of Jesus. And Jesus wants to be known. All truth is God's truth. So don't give up. Seek truth. It is real, it matters, and it can be known. Join us next week as we ask the question, what are human beings?